Welcome to my adventures, the history hunter out today, looking for the past, especially the World War II past. Sorry about the wind here, it's a lot of wind. Today is going to be all about 20mm FLAK cartridge hunt. I'm at a FLAK sort of location, really love that sort of stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to show you something from the past here today. So let's start and see what we can find. You know, the FLAKers are the sort of epitome of German Wehrmacht activity, and you can actually find FLAK locations almost everywhere, around cities, around airports. They took the FLAK and used them as land fighting. They shot the tanks with the FLAKs, they shot the aircrafts with the FLAK, so I think they're a very versatile weapon, and I'm still looking for the 20mm FLAK cartridges, so always fun when you find some of those. This is a nice small clue, aluminium cable, and that is because they use these for ground cables for the electronic equipment. And when you're looking for the FLAK sort of locations, that is the thing you want to find. For those of you who don't know what FLAK stands for, it's for Fliegerabwehrkanonen, aircraft defense cannon. So at this location there were several sort of FLAK guns. So my hope for today is actually just to find some relics from that sort of activity. Another small clue from the Fliegerabwehrkanonen cruise. That's a pin. It's not just a typical pin, it's from some of the equipment up there. That looks like a pin that has been in conjunction with one of the tank turret cannon positions. They had that as well. This is something that looks like it went through a plate and was blind riveted on the inside, or maybe a screw or nut on that side. So we're working ourselves way up towards the higher grounds, so I'm starting in the lower grounds. It's very wet and moist, but I'm gonna go further up. But it's so windy today, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to do that up there. It's very strong wind gusts here today, up to 22-23 meters per second, so it's very strong wind further up. Look at that, almost like a surface find here in between the trees on a small hillside. That is a huge chunk of material. I'm sort of tempted to say it looks like a hatch from a Panzer door. Found some of them earlier, I don't know, but it looks like that actually. More aluminium cable. It's not a coincidence, this is from the equipment that they had here, that's for sure. This time an aluminium part could easily have been a fuse for a 20mm, you know, the one that stands on the top of the round, or from some equipment, I don't know. There's a foxhole, or a sort of communication post, probably a guard post. It's filled in now, but there are three on a row here. And that's in the hillside covering this sort of area they wanted to look at. Finding all kinds of stuff here. You can see inside this embankment here, it's like 40 square meters something around here. Behind these rocks, this is where I think they had the actual FLAK gun. It's sort of raised up on the sides, and it would be a perfect place to have a FLAK gun to fire out towards the area they wanted to sort of expect the enemy to come. Another shotgun cartridge in brass. You have to take into consideration that the Germans actually took all the weapons and stuff they could find wherever they came, so it could easily be fired by some of the Germans here, who knows. The FLAK dugger is there in that sort of hollow place. This is on the side of it. Another one. This one is, I think, steel or copper. It's not aluminium. That's why it rang out such a good signal. The details often reveals what's happening here. That square hole, that is not a coincidence, not a foxhole. This is actually where they put down a pole to put up a camouflage canvas to cover up the flak gun position. Suddenly something strange. Could be an insulator for electronic equipment. That's at least what I think it is, as it looks like that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Probably we'd call a pole holder. Yeah, that's what it is. Look at that. There's the top for it. I'm keeping that. It's a electrical connector that the wires run through, so maybe that's what they had here. They made a electrical system, and the cables are running between these sort of hangers here. Wow, that is cool. Piece of a German Sandcreme, blue and white sort of a container. Sandcreme. Do you recognize that? That is a typical German wine bottle from that time frame. Found a lot of them earlier. See if I can find a couple of pictures to show you. So it's quite the same as the ones that I have. This one is broken, unfortunately. Small piece of something. Can't see any markings on it. Looks special. Up here on this top, this is the area where the flak crew was, and maybe we just found the best proof of their existence. That looks very much like a German tunica button. I'll put you on zoom and show you some details. So you can see the sort of pattern there, but look, when I turn it around, found something really cool. Look at that. There's actually the producer, A&S 1940. So that's the absolutely right time frame for you, and A&S, I think that's a German producer. Is that cool or what? It's a pretty cool thought, thinking of that. Maybe a German soldier was sitting there, maybe he was drinking his coffee, smoking a cigarette, watching out towards the infinity, waiting for the enemy to come. At least up here on the plateau where the crews were, there are lots of small signs of activity, so we could be lucky. Maybe the elusive 20mm flak gun cartridge would sort of come up here in the arena. I don't know, but let's try some more. This is when it starts to get cool. History sort of speaks to you. Look at that. Turn it around. It's let's have a look. P13 1940. I'll show you a picture. I think mission is accomplished. Whoopee-ki-yay. That is a flak 20mm cartridge. It's unfortunately in iron, so it's very, oh, look at that, it falls apart. You can see there. I want to show you the end so you can see that it's absolutely disintegrating. I'll show you the end. It's very recognizable because of the rim on the back. So let's see, hope that I can find a brass one. That is a 20mm flak. You can see the rim end there. The size is correct, but it's in brass. It's been laying on the topsoil, which is very wet. But that is so cool. My first 20mm flak cartridge on this spot. So I'm actually happy I found what I looked for. Flak crew was here, found the button, found the cartridge. Let's do some more and see what we can find. That's what I like with metal detecting, when history sort of starts to talk to you and you get things with the dates and numbers on. You know you're on the right spot, you know you're on the right time frame, and you're finding the right sort of relics. Very cool. You see there are no trees here, that's why the Germans took away all the trees. And look at that, just underneath the surface, another one. And this one is quite visible regarding the size. You can see it's in full sort of function. It's the same length as that one, because there was supposed to be an explosive tip and a fuse on top of that. So you can see that compared to the pinpointer. And this one is actually in brass. I can see the brass popping out there. Maybe we can get to clean this thing here. I won't do it here. I'll bring it back and see if it can tell us something. Wow, that is nice when the brass comes up like that. On the top of the embankment, around this small spot where I found the other FLAK cartridges, 28 something here, 2830. So could be an iron 20mm. Oh, I have to dig. Give me a few minutes. Suddenly there are signals everywhere here. So I'm digging this thing here, thinking, could that be a 20mm? And I really do think it is. So I'm gonna take care to see that it's not a live one. Look at that. Got a cartridge right there. Wow. So now I could have probably have a whole bunch here. So give me some minutes and let's see if we are lucky here today. Could this be what I'm hoping for? Look at that. I didn't finish this hole. Look at that. Another one. Oh my god. Do we have a FLAK cartridge sort of oh, look at that. I think we have a FLAK cartridge spill here. Third one coming up, and I can feel more down there. Yeah, wow. I was hoping for one, and now I probably have a huge FLAK cartridge spill. Who knows? I'm definitely gonna do my best, and there are signals everywhere here. Amazing. I think I made the mother load here. I was sort of trying to get that monopod down, and I'm actually sitting on 20mm FLAK cartridges. Oh my god, this is gonna be fun. Probably take some time, but I'll definitely do my best and show you something really cool. Since I now got the opportunity to do something really special, I think I'll just put that camera on and dig for a while and let you see what comes up here. There is a lot of roots, but I don't care. I'm gonna do this and you're gonna see it the same as I do. Look at that. Another one coming up. And there are signals everywhere here. So I don't know exactly where to start. That's another one. This is starting to get ridiculous. Look at that. Cartridges after cartridges. And this is stuff you hope for, dream for. Oh, it's like giving off signals everywhere here. Look at that. There's another one. So now I found my most fantastic 20mm FLAK gun spill of all times, and you saw it here. Again, it's just rotten sort of cartridges, but they tell their story. I was here looking for the FLAK crews. I definitely found them. Don't you agree? Look at that. Sorry about the sound here. There is the characteristic 20mm FLAK gun end. Holy Madonna. What a nice find. I'll turn you off and do a little bit more here now. Look at this, it's just ridiculous. It's like a dream, you know. Look at that. And it's nothing special, but you know, for all of you out there who do the digging, you can sort of relate to this. You know how exciting it is when you get a really big sort of finding, and it's just like I went out looking for one, and now it seems like I could have found my largest cartridge spill ever. These are very rare. They're nothing special. They're not worth anything as an iron thing or anything like that. But it's so cool for me to see that the sort of information that I have is 100% right. and I really know now where they were and what they did. Hundreds. These must be the late war types, so these are probably fired towards the Allied aircrafts, and they tried to sort of protect what they had, but in the end of the war they didn't have good materials, so they ended up with making the cartridges in iron, and that's why they rusted so much like that. This is why I do this. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. They're just pouring out of the ground here. Wow, look at that. That's a brass one. Woo-hoo. I am really glad for that. That could be very nice. Look at that. Another one coming up here. And they are just everywhere. Look at that. There's another one. What can I say? Right now I'm ecstatic. See if I can put the brass ones in one place and the steel one in another. Look at that. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. And there are some small shards of glass and stuff, so who knows what I could find here. This one I'm hoping to clean up rather good and maybe get a date off the back there. Ooh, yeah, I'm on the roll here. Managed to clean the back of this first brass one, and look at that. Let me see, that's 1940 P397. That's a very special, rare kind of edition, and it's got some markings here that I've never seen before. So this is gonna be really exciting to clean up further, but that just tells us that this is the first type of munition that was used very early in the war probably. So why is it here between the iron ones? I don't know, but this is so exciting. Never thought I'd say that, but I'm running out of time. But listen to that. Listen, listen. It's absolutely everywhere. There's the hole that I've been working, and it's absolutely everywhere. Oh, I don't know what to do now. Dig more here or come back later. I have to take a breather and think about it. Well, 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 what do you know? I have to leave. Got something very special to do. Area, so lots of finds here today, but that hoard is still up there. I'm definitely coming back to take up the rest. I'm so happy that this trip looking for the Luftwaffe FLAK was so successful. Got a lot of cartridges to see and check out, and what can I say, it was very, very exciting. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be back, especially on this sort of location. I'll go there later, maybe with a friend, and I'll definitely be back in a new adventure in the near future. So until then, have a nice day, and I will see you later.